So next, I had a great time at the Buffalo History Museum. There's droves of great memorabilia there. I had the honor of going, and you need to check out some of the great stuff that is there. Check this out. Now, we already know that Buffalo has a lot to offer, but here at the Buffalo History Museum, we're getting ready for Buffalo Bills season. Hello, everyone. We are here at the Buffalo History Museum, and I have the honor of standing with Anthony Greco. Hello, Anthony.
Hi, how are you?
Listen, I'm great, and so is all of Buffalo and Western New York. And listen, we would be, I think, crazy to think that folks all over the country aren't excited for the Buffalo Bills right now.
Super Bowl this year, definitely.
Yeah. So you are going to walk us through the Buffalo History Museum Buffalo Bills memorabilia and give us some great, maybe even trivia.
I got you.
Where do we even start? Because I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my gosh, where can we even start?
So what we're looking at right now, we're in an exhibit called Icons, which we opened a few years ago, where we asked the community to identify who the most iconic sports figures and moments were in Western New York history. And this is what the people came up with. The Bills, when you think about the Bills, I mean, they're really best known for that Super Bowl, those Super Bowl runs of the early 90s. That's when I was a kid, I was into it. I actually got to go to Super Bowl 25, which is amazing. I was only 12. I got to see Michael Jackson perform, though, which was pretty cool. So we've got, the key players from that team. Of course, they were all key players. But Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and really one-of-a-kind objects for each one. And I've got some trivia questions for you.
Oh gosh, no pressure. No pressure.
I know you know everything about NFL history, but so the first question is about Jim Kelly.
Okay,
so he's picked in the 1983 NFL draft, and the Bills that year have 2 draft picks in the first round.
Okay.
And he was not our first pick. We picked him at number 14. So my question, So my question is which player did we pick 2 spots earlier?
That's a good question. What's the answer?
The answer is tight end out of Notre Dame, Tony Hunter, who ends up playing for the Bills for a couple years. He goes off to another team. He has a short career. He had a leg injury, which ended his career early. But you think of all the amazing things that Jim Kelly did for the team. Of course, he's a big Western New York guy now. And you just automatically assume a player with that type of name recognition would have been the first pick, but he was not. And how many people have heard of Tony Hunter? Not many.
Yeah. So, question, where do you guys get all of this memorabilia?
We, from a variety of sources. Right now, everything in here related to the Bills is in our collection, but that's only because a supporter of the museum and the world's foremost Buffalo Bills memorabilia collector donated it to us. So we've got over 100,000 two-dimensional, so paper items, tickets, programs to games. We've got about 8,000 three-dimensional objects, so helmets, jerseys, things like that, and really the one-of-a-kind things, the game-worn jerseys, the things that you're not going to find really anywhere else. And then additional collectors who collect Buffalo Sabres items, other Western New York sports, they all contributed, and a lot of these items are on loan. But that's how we assembled this great collection of really unique sports objects.
All right, so now let's talk about someone that everyone in Buffalo knows when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. Ralph C. Wilson Jr. What does he mean to Buffalo and the museum?
You can't separate Bills history, or you can't talk about Bills history without talking about Ralph Wilson. Of course, he buys the team, or the rights to the team, in 1959 for something like $25,000, and he builds the franchise. Not just that, but he helps the NFL, other teams in the NFL really get started. Probably the most asked about or identified object we have in here is the helmet, which might look a little different from when he actually used it, but that is the Super Bowl 25 infamous, notorious Scott Norwood helmet from the wide right kick. But the best is that in 2 months, we're going to have 70,000 people plus at that stadium, ready to kick off Bills season, Super Bowl bound. We're doing it.
Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo History Museum, 2 things you must do in Buffalo, New York. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Fun times. Now it's Emily's turn to discover some other Bills-related treasures at the museum. Emily, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey. Yes, I was enjoying the museum. I figured while I'm here, I might as well do a little museum looking around and enjoying, right? I mean, when you come to a museum, you really have to immerse yourself, and that is what I am doing. And in just a bit, I'm going to show you perhaps my favorite part of the Buffalo History Museum and any other museum these days, which are staying up with the times. Of course, the technological immersiveness of the exhibits. Of course, the Buffalo History Museum has that, and we're going to show you, and we're going to talk about much more, and everything that you can have fun with your families, because it's summer. Get caught up with the Bills, learn about their history, and take some time at the History Museum and get a little bit of knowledge while you're also having fun during the summer. We'll be right back with that in just a bit.
Yes, but first, a little bit of trivia. What was the first season for the Buffalo Bills in the American Football League? The answer, 1960. Love it. You're watching AM Buffalo, folks. Stay with us.